point of entry wins.
Plaku Parfait is finishing hard along the inside. Plaku Parfait takes out the Derby.
In the gate. And they're off. Swing a Sword, Demo Doctor, and Indian Lake all in a scramble early for the lead, and so dialed in Wicked Prankster. Here's Palatial Times, who's last now, has to run from last and 8 off the pace. Swing Your Sword to the inside, prompted by Indian Lake on the outside, and some room too for So Dialed In, who's chiming in to make 3 across in the battle. And Demo Doctor right after that trio, and then it's back to Palatial Times, who's out of the clear, the 2-path, and Wicked Prankster on the inside of that, only 6 from the front. Far turn run, So Dialed In. Indian Lake is keeping up on the outside. Indian Lake now, and So Dialed In head to head. Demo Doctor is third. Swing Your Sword backs off there in fourth, and Palatial Time still 6 to make up second last under a drive, and Wicked Prankster trailing with a quarter of a mile left to go. They turn for home with Indian Lake now. Indian Lake now pops away to a 2-length lead. Indian Lake goes on for a long and a half from the line now to a 3-length advantage from Demo Doctor. Palatial Times out to the center of the track to pick up third, and then it's So Dialed In with a 16 left to run. It's Indian Lake and Xavier Perez. Indian Lake by 4 from Demo Doctor, who gave it a good run at a big price. And third was Palatial Times and So Dialed In. Minute 10:41. 5 Indian. And they're off. Bring Me Answers, Tuxedo, Lemon, and Shikor all the way in a line together as they round that first turn. 3 now 4 across the track as Samard Shenanigan is out 4 deep. We'll take back just a little bit there. 2 Carat is next, and then followed by POSTINO'S Secret, and There Goes My Girl is at the tail of the field with Bring Me Answers leading the way. 7 ace out. Bring Me Answers from Tuxedo Lemon about a length, and Shikor is in third. Then it's 2 Carat on the outside. Samard Shenanigan is fifth near the inside, and they're followed by POSTINO'S Secret, and last is There Goes My Girl. Down the backstretch with Bring Me Answers leading the way 3/4 of a length at a comfortable pace. A Tuxedo Lemon in second. On the outside is Shikor, and 2 Carat continues a wide journey. Samard Shenanigan asks the question to move on now. There's 3.5 from the front. Samard Shenanigan saving ground as head over the far turn, beginning to fire up with a little bit of a rail run. Another 4 lengths back, and it's There Goes My Girl and POSTINO'S Secret. Round that far turn, 8 lengths will cover them, and Bring Me Answers leads the way from Tuxedo Lemon. Lemon second. Samard Shenanigan on the inside, and Shikor 3 wide, Extreme outside still. 2 Carat. They're all chasing Bring Me Answers. A second flight fully extended now to catch Bring Me Answers. Bring Me Answers from Shikor. And next is Tuxedo Lemon. Samard Shenanigan on the inside. Wide out still is 2 Carat. And then Postino's Secret saves ground into the stretch. And there goes my girl. Homeward bound, Bring Me Answers led throughout and still there and opening up at about a 3-length lead. 1 furlong left to go. Bring Me Answers from Samard Shenanigan. And it's Postino's Secret on the inside trying to rally up into the exacta. And 2 Carat. Here's Bring Me Answers. And Alex Crispin, Bring Me Answers to win. Samard Shenanigan guts it out for second. And Postino's Secret. Then Tuxedo Lemon and 2 Carat. Minute 46:43. 2 at a photo. And they're off. Oh, veering outward at the start. They're orientated. Squeeze back was Who's Counting. Leave 'em loaded from the rail going to the lead, and leave 'em loaded is Artillery now moving up into the second spot of the outside. In the meantime, Orientated is on the inside and eager to go on now. Orientated a bit tough to handle, is going to take that lead around that first turn and leads Leave 'em Loaded by about a length. Artillery outside of Who's Counting is at the rail. That pair about 4 lengths from the speed up ahead. One more chapter, and Gray Giant 6 of the 6, and some 8 or 9 off that pace. And so it's Orientated up front a length and a half from Leave 'em Loaded. Artillery outside, and Who's Counting is kept close there. Who's Counting moves third position clearly now. Another 4 or 5 lengths back, and it's one more chapter, and Gray Giant still trailing the field. Some 7 or 8 to close in. 5 furlongs out from the Laurel line. Orientated leads the way 3/4 of a length from Leave 'em Loaded, and Who's Counting third. Artillery fading off the scene there. One more chapter saving ground now within 5 of the front, and Gray Giant now tries to rally from the back. Gray Giant second last at this point as they round the far turn. Orientated 3 furlongs from home, leads it from Leave 'em Loaded. Who's Counting? One more chapter getting interested now, and one more chapter just taking third position and taking aim on Orientated, who's still up top, approaching the quarter pole. Gray Giant lingers along with 6 lengths to close in, but now on the outside, here's one more chapter. One more chapter swings round the turn and headed for home and opens up a sudden 5-length advantage on Leave 'em Loaded in second. Gray Giant to the center of the track trying to pick up late in that final furlong. And the leader is one more chapter, but here comes Gray Giant. Gray Giant's got some stamina on the outside. One more chapter's trying to hang on. One more chapter, and Gray Giant. One more chapter. Gray Giant. One more chapter, and Victor Rosales to take it. From Gray Giant second, Artillery third, and Leave 'em Loaded. And they're off. True Boldness hustled up for early speed. Kingston Pike is there, just kidding on the outside. In between them two is Divine Interventio in the mix. And so it's True Boldness that head in front, and Divine Interventio fired up in between horses, and just kidding with pace on the outside. Kingston Pike is back in fourth. Here's Don't Poke the Cat, who's moved over to the rail and saving ground, a close fifth. Only 3.5 from the front, and All Lang Syne is the laggard heading into the far turn. True Boldness with company from Divine Interventio, and just kidding on the outside, ridden along. And next is Don't Poke the Cat, a close fourth. Kingston Pike is right alongside of Don't Poke the Cat, trying to make a comeback bid as the other 6 lengths back, and All Lang Syne trailing. Midpoint on the turn. The inside is True Boldness. The outside, Divine Interventio. Kingston Pike rallying up there from third position. Just kidding, Don't Poke the Cat, All Lang Syne last to turn in. Into the stretch now, and it's Divine Interventio shifting in just a tad, brushing a bit with True Boldness, but in front. And here's Kingston Pike charging hard to the center of the track to pick them up and take the lead. Kingston Pike and Horatio Caramanos moving away. Opening up now, it's Kingston Pike from Divine Interventio, and Just Kidding and True Boldness, Kingston Pike to do it. Kingston Pike from Divine Interventio, Just Kidding, close True Boldness or All Lang Syne. Minute 16:34. And they're off. Middle of the pack, Pete's Pride and Silverside's up there with early speed, and Arbutus up on the inside too. Wind and Grin on the far outside. As down the back stretch, Pete's Pride leaves the way. And Arbutus moves to second to the inside. Wind and Grin to the outside, and between horses is Silverside's the gray. Followed a length and a half by Embrace a New Day, who's traveling in fifth position. Here's favored Olive's Bumpus saving ground, charging off at the far turn run now. And in between horses, In Class is in a little bit tight, and Last Great is in the back, heading into the far turn run. 8 or 9 lengths will cover the entire field. And so Pete's Pride down to the inside narrowly from Silverside's, who's right alongside. Wind Then Grin and Arbutus and Embrace a Day moving into action on the far outside there. In Class also gathering momentum on in the clear. That's the great In Class, the one widest of them all as they swing in. Olive's Bumpus still about 5 to make up in behind the second flight. Top of the stretch now, they make the turn for home, and it's Pete's Pride, a narrow lead against the rail. In Class on the far outside. Embrace a New Day's trying to punch in between horses with some late kick to under a drive. Embrace a New Day in between horses willingly. In Class on the far outside's got a narrow lead though. Down to the inside, Pete's Pride trying to hang in tough too. It's In Class, in front. In Class in front. From Pete's Pride second, Embrace a New Day, followed by Arbutus, and then Wind and Grin or Ella's Bumpa. And they're off. Cookies and Cream and 9 Mass firing out to the early lead. Galamite Dreams from the rail moving into third position. Helen Gibson in the second group of runners too. Gypsy's Image is also in between horses. And next is La Castiglione. Here's Keep Your Skates on the favorite. About 5 off the lead. About 4 deep past that 4 furlong mark. And it's Rain Secret back of the pack. And trailing the field is Charlie. Into the turn. Cookies and Cream to 1 to catch. And 9 Mass keeping the heat on. And Galamite Dreams with the rail to prompt as well. 3 right across the track. And Keep Your Skates on. Tries to move up now on the far outside into 4th. And Helen Gibson right there in 5th. Gypsy's Image is in 6th. And La Castiglione is in 7th. They're at the top of the stretch now. Galamite Dreams sneaking through down to the inside of Cookies and Cream. And 9 Mass continues in the battle. Keep Your Skates on. Out in the center of the track. Try to pass them all now. Keep Your Skates on kicks in. Keep Your Skates on. Galamite Dreams and 9 Mass. And they're followed by Helen Gibson closing willingly down to the last furlong. And here's Keep Your Skates on. And Alex Crispin. Keep Your Skates on. Odds on and gone. Keep Your Skates on to win. Second, Federal Air Galamite Dreams and Helen Gibson, followed by 9 Mast and La Castiglione. 9 first at 3:05. Keep Your Skates. And they're off. The inside there is Sarah's Treasure. Got a solid break in Long Point Beach. Here's Polished Copper on the outside. And Queen of Tomorrow will settle in between horses in that opening furlong as they move to the main track now. Here is Looking Dynamic on the far outside in the clear. And it's back to Be Good the Gray near the rail. Another 2 Rapidash Queen, No Early Speed, and Like a Pro. Trailing the field as Long Point Beach dictates terms. Long Point Beach at a reasonable pace leads it from Sarah's Treasure inside and Queen of Tomorrow in 3rd. Polished Copper travels 4th and Be Good is in 5th. Looking Dynamic is 6 lengths from the leader. Back to Rapidash Queen and Like a Pro on the inside as they head into the far turn run. Not much change at all. Long Point Beach in charge of the pace. 3/4 of a length. Queen of Tomorrow tries to heat it up from 2nd and Polished Copper. The outside is Looking Dynamic who gets closer from 4th. Sarah's Treasure still the inside. They're followed by Be Good and then it's Like a Pro and Rapidash Queen coming toward the top of the stretch for the long run in. And Queen of Tomorrow up on the outside with some confidence now comes in for home. It's Queen of Tomorrow turning in. Queen of Tomorrow, Long Point Beach out of the inside with a 1/4 of a mile left to go. Second wire run. Sarah's Treasure comes off the inside, is willing with that head down low with about 3/16 of a mile to go. It's Queen of Tomorrow. The outside is Looking Dynamic. Sarah's Treasure between horses. And Long Point Beach has backed off in 4th. A 16th left to run. Queen of Tomorrow. Queen of Tomorrow, Looking Dynamic, and Sarah's Treasure. Here's Queen of Tomorrow to hold a win. Second, Looking Dynamic and Sarah's Treasure. in the gate. And they're off. Jovis an inside risk and working on a dream. Reform School is joining in the speed party too, and Shawnee P from the inside is right up close. And it's a gap of about 5 or 6, and Marco Island. Watch this hot pace go on. Jovis and Reform School out of the inside. Inside risk is right there, and working on a dream is in the clear in fourth. And Shawnee P is only 3 lengths off the speed of Jovis, and so they're 7 lengths back. And Marco Island's got to pick it up now into the far turn run with 3 furlongs left to go. Jovis getting a pace of plenty there with inside risk and working on a dream on the outside, and Reform School at the rail. The quartet past that 2.5 furlong mark, and next is Shawnee P, who's got every chance to pounce on them now, and Marco Island. Top of the stretch, they make the turn in. Inside risk on the outside. In between horses, Jovis continues to battle with Reform School and working on a dream, and Shawnee P. 5 chances with a furlong left to go, and here's working on a dream, right-handed preference shifting in just a little bit, but in front now, here's working on a dream and Carol Cedeno, with Shawnee P closing on the far outside, working on a dream. Shawnee P in the photo there with Jovis and inside risk in between horses at Reform School. Minute 10:54. And they're off. Silver Sun. Here's Triple Tito's firing up with early speed, and Tribal Notion will settle right off them. Lost My Voucher was a beat slow, but saves ground around that first turn, and just 2.5 or 3 off the lead. Bananas on Fire, and last is Twitty City at about 7 or 8 lengths off that pace. And so it's a contested pace. The outside is Triple Tito's. At the rail is Silver Sun. A gap of 3. Lost My Voucher's now settled in third position for the backstretch run. Outside is Tribal Notion in fourth. Bananas on Fire and Twitty City trailing the field. Triple Tito's goes on in front by 2 from Silver Sun with 5 furlongs left to go. Then it's Tribal Notion in third. Lost My Voucher ridden along on the inside in fourth. Bananas on Fire still about 5 off that lead, second last position, and Twitty City trailing the field. Triple Tito's leads the way for the far turn run. Triple Tito's in charge now by 2. Lost My Voucher, Silver Sun, Bananas on Fire on the outside of the second group, and Tribal Notion backs away, and Twitty City. Triple Tito's still around that far turn with a leader. Bananas on Fire fires up with a nice run from second. Silver Sun is in third. Lost My Voucher ridden along is dropped back to last position. Tribal Notion is now fourth, and Twitty City's on the outside again. Lost My Voucher back last. Top of the stretch, and Bananas on Fire on the outside rallies up to take the lead from Triple Tito's, and then Silver Sun 5 lengths off him, and Tribal Notion is next, and followed by Twitty City and Lost My Voucher with a furlong left to go. Triple Tito's is coming back for more under a vigorous ride under Sheldon Russell. Outside, Bananas on Fire. Crispin looking for another. Bananas on Fire. Triple Tito's roaring right back. Bananas on Fire. Bananas on Fire. Didn't win it by a bunch, but won it anyway. Triple Tito's is second, and then it was Silver Sun and Twitty City. Photo.